So guys, welcome back to the channel. As you'll see from yesterday's video, I bought one of my dream cars. I have a huge list of cars. This was one of them though, since the Top Gear episode where you guys may or may not have seen a GTS Maserati Quattroporte. It's been the dream, I don't know, big saloon that I've always wanted, apart from a Flying Spur or Mulsanne, preferably a newer Mulsanne, although they are dropping in price. This was like the closest I could get to, you know, ticking off one of those cars. Big engined, Italian maybe, or large German engined, 4-seat or 5-seat big saloon car. And I'm so glad I took the gamble to actually get this 134,000 miles, and it's been treating me really well. Again, as you saw in the last episode, it's done, you know, about a month and a half as a daily driver. We've had a few things done, but I'm very, very happy with it. Today we are going to be, in this episode, actually getting the wheels done. This is one of the big things that when I bought the car, I'd noticed a lot of curb marks, mainly on the passenger side, as you'll see, because this car is from London. It has been bumped into curbs pretty much its entire life, and I don't think the wheels have ever been done. And in fact, the centre caps, although silver and very lovely, they are starting to show a little bit of wear. Definitely this rear one, it's really just not very nice. So we're going to be assessing that in the next couple of videos. That is something that I want to get done. I think wheels especially do make a car, and I'm going to keep with the silver. I nearly went black with these, but I do think, because there's no tinted windows, because it isn't completely blacked out, this car, I don't think it's the right thing to do. So I will be going OEM silver. I think that's the right thing to do with these sort of, I don't know, snowflake style wheels. You do get the other Quattroportes, maybe GTSs and stuff, with the more flatter spokes, but I think these suit the car really well. We're going to go back with a silver. I pulled the camera out actually, because both of my cars, so these two, not the Cadillac, but the Series 1 RS Turbo and the Maserati Quattroporte, are together. I actually just did a Instagram post about a picture that I found from about 7 years ago. I'm going to show you guys this picture because you can take it as you wish. Is it motivational? Is it not? I'm not really sure, but this is the picture, and that is from 7 years ago. So as you can see at the top, the GS300, absolutely love that car, and the MX-5 that unfortunately got reversed into by a HGV lorry when I was on holiday, and then today's picture, which is really, really cool. I just wanted to, you know, take it as you wish. It's not a flex whatsoever because there's 7 years difference in that picture, but it's cool to have two cars that I've always wanted versus two cars that I wanted at that time. Stuff changes. It really does. So very happy with these two. But that does bring me on to another topic that, if you're watching this video, you'll probably know that the Series 1 RS Turbo hasn't seen much content recently, because I did actually last year let the MOT elapse on it. So it didn't have an MOT last year, and I've done my garage. I just locked it away. I decided that I should have a year away from the car to really think about what I wanted from it, how I wanted to maybe go down a different route with it, you know, maybe even pulling the whole car apart and restoring it, getting the back end done that I wanted to, because if you remember guys, we spent a lot of money and a lot of time and many months painting and just restoring this car up to pretty much where the door sits here, because that was where most of the problem areas was at the front. And I've had a good think, and if you follow me on Facebook, if you follow me on any social media platforms, you know full well that I've decided in the next month or two I am going to be selling my RS Turbo. What does this mean though? Why am I doing this? What's the big thing? Well, I do feel like there's a whole video probably explaining my time with this car, how I've come to the decision of probably moving on, and what's next. I feel like that's another video that if you guys want to see, I will post in the next couple of days. Just let me know in the comments below if you do want to see that, as to why. I know it's a big shame for a lot of people. They can't believe you're selling it, but again, this is a business. I've got to be realistic, and 4.5, nearly 5 years we've owned this car. I think it's time. I think it's time for it to go and something else to maybe replace it, or we just chill for a minute, see what else comes up. But today we will be taking the Maserati Quattroporte to mines at MJG Grits, and we will be assessing these wheels. Hopefully, as you guys saw in the last video, there's a lot of chunks out of these wheels where they've been sort of bumped into curbs pretty much their entire lives. Hopefully there's no wobble in the car, but hopefully they're not, you know, missing massive chunks of wheel and stuff. No one needs it. So let's get this to Martin's and see what he thinks. You guys may have seen in one of the last videos, and a lot of people are going to get at me in the comments right now, this has happened to me light. Trying to turn it on and it just turns on and turns off. Don't know why. Got someone coming in the next couple of days to have a look at it. It'll be something small, but I'll end up electrocuting myself if I try and fix it. Shame really the light isn't on, because it gives the car so much more stancy purpose. I'm going to say stancy purpose, is that even a word? It just looks better parking it like that with the light on. Shame the light doesn't work, but that's fine. Yeah, I know it will ruffle some feathers, but 5 years down, I do think it's time to move on and get something else. Maybe something Ford, maybe something not. I'm not, again, I don't really know. I just know that my time with this car is up. I feel like it's time to move on, get something else. We'll see. A lot of people in the last video wanted to see what this thing sounded like. I have done a exhaust bypass. There's still boxes in there, just a main one has disappeared. It does sound good. This unfortunately isn't a cold start, so it is already warm. I've already driven it today. See how it sounds. So we've made it down to Martin's MJ Grit, where we are going to be sorting out the horrific wheels that are on this car. This side is a lot worse, as you'll see. Look at this. It's been sat in London, just been parked on curbs its entire life. So yeah, we're going in for that. We'll go show you guys, of course, but I have to, once it comes out, show you guys this really cool smart car that's in here. So yes, this is the car in question. It's actually a smart car that it's been jacked up by Martin. And that's the most random thing. Most random things go on here. I must admit, the Maserati looks very long and very low in comparison to this short and stubby smart car. Martin, it's the most random thing I've ever seen you do, I reckon. It's like jacked up on some like chunkier tyres, and
cool, isn't it?
Of all the things you've ever done in here, that's pretty the most random, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's up there.
It's going to get better too.
Yeah, because you just said you just put in a tyre rack on the back, is that? Like, like a frame on the back of here to put two wheels on?
It's like a twin tyre rack, but the problem is that I didn't quite, we've done them black and we've put the tyres on, but like...
It's a big old unit, isn't it? Yeah, like where are they going to go? There's two. I was just saying how high and like small it is in comparison to this long and low.
Yeah, look how tall it is.
It's like, look how high it is in comparison.
I don't know if this door's open. When you get in it, you just kind of like...
Just like sit in it. Yeah. Like you do like a 4x4, do you know what I mean?
It's like a side step.
It's like the oddest thing ever, but like I sort of like it, I don't know why. It'd be cool to go off-road with the roof back, I think. Be fun, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, hold on to.
Yeah, like, oh god. So yeah, that's the most random thing I think I've ever seen down here, if I'm quite honest. We've got Martin to assess all of the wheels already, so that's good. He's happy. He's, you know, probably going to find problems when the tyres are off. That's what's going to happen. Sorry in advance, I always say this.
I didn't realise, but my next worry is the sensors.
Yeah, sensors.
So we like take the sensor out, and then these sensors wind out the end of that. Now they tend to aluminium and steel tend to become one. Yes.
Yeah. So we might have to buy some of them. Or code it out. I don't really know. To be honest, I don't actually know anyone on the Isle of Wight at the moment that has a coding system for this. Yeah. So that's it's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, let's get it in and yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, it does sound as expected. We were just talking about the door poppers. They're electric, and it just sounds like it's going to break, doesn't it? Oh, I love the sound of this car so much. Oh. Yeah, we're going to let Martin obviously bring it in. He's a professional. Plus, I like to see my car actually driving. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense for a lot of people out there. Ooh, she's lovely. Although it is slightly clean, I still need to clean it a little bit more. Black just shows everything, doesn't it? Great, we'll point out the van here. Look at that, it's very nice. Fiesta race car and a little motorbike here. Loves life, doesn't he? Keep going, that's it, keep going, a little bit more. She's real long, don't worry about it. That's it. Yeah, work that clutch. They're cheap, don't worry about it. is it on? It's quite long, I will say that now. Quite a long one, this one. Yeah, I was going to say, the back wheel's on and fine, but the front wheel, I don't think it's even on the ramp yet, like properly. Is it fine? Yeah, cool, she's mint. Lovely. Give it a rev then. Sounds serious. Sounds like it's gonna break. Sounds expensive. Yes. You're telling me, £20 notes out the back. Oh, £50. Have you done that yet? So, are you telling me that this isn't a normal valve like a normal car?
No.
It's got a bit of.
Remember I said that the aluminium was going to stick to the steel?
Oh, okay.
I'm getting the grinder out.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have to grind. Well, you're going to have to grind.
Grind the back.
This is why we brought it to Martin, because I just can't.
This is a normal valve. So you got some rubbery and flex.
Yes.
And I presume that this at one point would have had that's like a sensor. Valve
thing.
Well,
yeah. 2 of the wheels have already come off and no sensors in them whatsoever, so that can only mean that there's no sensors in the car. There's no light on, which is odd. It's very odd. In this packet that I can't open. I'm really trying for the internet.
This is exactly what it's like. This is how nice and shiny and nice it should be.
Oh yeah. Nice.
These are BMW ones, but you get the gist. See, hole in the bottom that would take. See, look.
Yeah. Wow.
It would take the sensor would screw into it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then that would then go. So that should
just undo. Is what it should do. But it's not going to because it's welded itself to itself.
I'm getting the grinder out.
Yeah, the grinder's coming out. I have bought some cars in my time, but never have ever had to get the grinder out on a wheel to actually get the valve out. So that's new. We will sit back and watch that. But I will say now the tyre's off. You can see a bit more of the extent of the damage if I get out of the way. As you can see, this is why I wanted to get them done, because these bits poke out, so a lot of the actual Y spoke, I suppose they are, has been clipped by curbs and stuff. So these bits, look how bad these bits are. They're not bad, but they need doing. This one from the other side isn't as bad because I think there wasn't as many. Oh, I say that actually, it's quite bad, isn't it? Okay, the more I look, the worse it gets. It's fine. Anyway, Martin's getting his grinder out because that's what we do to get valves off wheels. So that's always fun.
Just go with it.
Yeah, it's fine, just let her have it, don't worry about it.
Just force it out.
I'm so sorry.
That's how, do you see the pressure of that fire?
Yeah, it let go.
That's how tight that was in there.
Wow. Ah, that's hot. Don't do it. Don't burn yourself on camera.
And there's a bit of rubber that sits between it.
Yeah.
What was making it spin.
Cool.
That's it.
Well, that is just fantastic. Hopefully the rest of them aren't like that.
2 down to the go.
Sorry in advance again.
Right.
Sorry. You ain't sorry.